Hey guys, it's Armedfro here again. Got a battle for SMP's region tournament. I'm Sinnoh, and my opponent is Johto. I actually made a counter team for this guy. He decides to lead off with the Polytoad. I lead off with my Scarfed Infernape named Dexter, and named my brother. He's actually going to switch into his Raikou, which is really weird. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rock Shard off the bat, because I really don't think he had anything except for Scald. And I did have the Grass Knot. I just decided it would be easier just to go for the Stealth Rocks. I switched, predicting his Thunder, and now he's going to switch into his Polytoad. I thought he was going to switch into Celebi, so I went for the Ice Shard. And after this move, I do a really stupid idea of just playing really defensive. My playstyle is very offensive. As you see during my battles, I'm very offensive. I predicted switches like crazy. I don't care if I over predict. So now I'm actually just gonna Volt Switch, which is really interesting because this actually Rotom was a Scarf Rotom, but I forgot to put Scarf on it, which is actually more beneficial for me because now he's gonna switch into his Gligar. But now I'm not Scarfed, I can easily switch into Hydro Pump and just one-hit KO this Gligar, which is epic because now I made a mistake on Saving, but you know what? Wow, that was really good for me. So now he's actually switching to a Celebi. I do carry the Hidden Power Ice, but I don't want to fail and use the Grass move. Him to use the Grass move. I'm going to switch into my Komova. He actually goes for the Substitute, but I can easily U-turn out, and I'm actually just going my lead because even if he does have Psychic, I'm going to use him as Death Fodder. I mean, I do have the Fire Blast, but you know what? I'm just going to go into my Infernape. He's got a T-Wave, which makes my guy completely worthless. But you know what? I'm actually going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, just in case he wants to stall out my Fire Blasts. Because Rain is up, and it has really low accuracy. I went for the Hidden Power Ice, but he actually switches into his Polytoad, which is interesting, but it's actually a pretty good move in the long run. So now I'm actually going to go for the Grass Knot as he goes to the Scald. The Scald's going to bring me down my Focus Sash. I'm just going to leave this guy in as Death Fodder, because after this guy's paralyzed and Fire Blast is useless because of Rain, this Infernape is pretty much useless. I do not carry a fighting move on this guy, so I mean, he's pretty much useless. He did a good job, except Stealth Rocks. So now I'm actually going to switch into my Rotom Wash. I'm actually just going to go for the Volt Switch, as he switches into his Blissey. I hate Blissey with such a passion right now. This Blissey is a bitch in this match. So now I want to kill it with a hammer. So now I'm going to Volt Switch out, go to my Mamoswine. So now after this match, I swear to God, I'm going to change Banded Mamoswine into not Thick Fat, because if he had Superpower, I would have easily one-hit KO'd this Blissey. But now I'm not Banded. I am Thick Fat. So that means I cannot have Superpower. Actually, I can't have Icicle Crash either. So I'm actually going to stay and just go for another Earthquake, hoping for a crit. Making him go on the defensive because he had to go Soft Boil or he'd lose his Blissey. But now he actually switched into a Scizor, which is a really interesting move, because now he's in really low health. So now I guess he predicted a switch. I'm going to switch my Rotom Wash to 4 times resist the Bullet Punch. That would easily one-hit KO my Mamoswine. So now I'm actually just going to go with the Volt Switch. No matter what he brings in, I'm going to bring in a counter on my team. He actually goes into his Celebi, which is a really good move, but I'm going to be able to Volt Switch into a counter to make him switch again, so he can't really do anything other than just keep on switching. This is really beneficial for me. This is actually pretty much what happens in the game. I make him switch so many times, he can't really do anything. So now I can actually switch into his Scizor as Death Fodder. I'm going to easily just go for the U-turn, just take him out, bring in something that is faster or just really good all by himself, which is my plush toy, which is my Shaman, my fully defensive Shaman. He's gonna switch into his Blissey. hoping to force me on a switch, but I'm going to go with the Leap Seed because Blissey has so much HP that, you know what, having him Leap Seed is just like gives me half my health in one Leap Seed, which is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, I'm exaggerating, not half his health, but pretty close. So now I'm going to force him into a switch. I predicted a switch, go for Hidden Power Ice, but I get Paraxed. I'm like, okay, I know he's going to go for the sub, predicting a switch, but let's go for Hidden Power Ice again, just to break his sub and force him. You know what? You know what, Shaman? You are not listening to me today. Let's go for Hidden Power Ice again. Okay, Hidden Power Ice breaks his sub. So now, I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Ice again, force him. Even if he does switch into his Politoed, I could go for a Seed Flare. But I get Parahaxed again. Which, I mean, this one, it didn't matter much because I did go for Hidden Power Ice. But now I'm actually just going to switch into my Wishy-Washy, predicting his Ice Beam. Knowing that I could Volt Switch out into my Politoed again. I mean, not my Politoed, my Shaman again, because now the Natural Cure is up. I'm not paralyzed anymore. So I'm actually going to go for the Volt Switch. Wow, that surprisingly did not kill. I'm actually going to go to my plush toy again, just to go for the Seed Flare, just to hope to kill him. He goes for the Scald, and I get burned. Really? Really? 4 Power Hexes in 3 turns, and the burn. This is brilliant. Brilliant. So now I'm actually going to go for the Seed Flare, just to hopefully to take this Politoed out, but he actually switches into his Celebi. I'm going to go for the Seed Flare, obviously, and it's almost going to take him out. I don't get the special defense drop, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. I do not want to switch because even though I am burned, I am in an advantage right now. I'm actually going to go, he's going to actually go into his Blissey, which, interesting. I guess he's just, I don't know why he keeps on switching. He can't really do anything if he keeps on switching. So now I'm actually, I'm not liking this burn, so I'm actually going to get the hell out of there. Go into my Banded Mammo, because I do have the T-Wave. I thought he would T-Wave, but he actually goes for the Seismic Toss, which is fine with me. But now, I'm actually going to go for the Earthquake, as he goes into his Celebi as Death Fodder, I hope, because it's just going to die. Which, okay, whatever. So now, he's actually going to his Raikou. If he does have Raikou out, that means he does carry the Hidden Power Grass. So now, I'm actually going to switch into my Dusknoir, just to take the Hidden Power Grass, hopefully, if that's what he has. I really hope. Okay, he has Hidden Power Grass. Awesome. But because I have the Earthquake, unless he does something really weird, maybe like Thunder for 2-hit KO, there's nothing really more he could do. So I'm actually going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, hopefully predicting a switch into his Blissey so I could just easily 2-hit KO with the Earthquake. But he actually goes for the Substitute. He's going to go for Thunder now, see how much damage I can do. I'm a special defensive, so I'm actually going to easily take him out with take his sub out with the Earthquake. And so now he knows I do have Earthquake. So I'm actually just going to go for it again. Even if he doesn't now his Blissey, he's going to do a decent chunk. Because I have decent attack. This one is actually a pretty decent attack. So he actually goes into his Blissey. I'm going to go for the Earthquake again. And this made my life. I critted the Blissey. I critted the Blissey. That just makes me happy. If anyone crits a Blissey, it makes people happy. So I can actually send his Politoed. I can easily go for the Shadow Sneak, take the Politoed out. So now all he has left is his Raikou, which I do carry the Earthquake. So it's gonna be pretty much game, unless he doesn't have the Shadow Ball. Even if he did, I have like four other pokes to take it. So he can't 2-hit KO me. Actually, he can't 1-hit KO me because now I could just Shadow Sneak away, just to easily take him out. So that's first round for me, a 5-0, but it was a pretty good battle. I forced him to switch all the time. So thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and stay classy. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna do a little question of the day every time after my battle, just to make it a little better, make it a little more conversing with all my subscribers and watchers and viewers and all that stuff. So this one is 4th versus 5th gen. Which do you guys like better? Do you think 4th gen was a lot better? Or do you 5th gen, because all the changes, made it a lot better? Going back, I do not like 4th gen at all. It's boring to me. So I'd like to see what you guys think.